What's up, you guys? Time for another car audio knowledge drop. If I look a little sweaty, it's getting warm in Vegas, but I also just had Taco Bell. 20-year-old me could eat Taco Bell all day. 50-year-old me, man, I don't know what I was thinking, but pray for me. But anyway, let's get to it. Someone asked me the differences in car audio categories like SQ and SQL, but I decided I'm going to talk about, I believe there's like 5 different categories, I think, that I'm going to try to explain as best as I possibly can off the top of my head. And we'll start with the simplest systems, which are street bangers. Street bangers are pretty much just big, heavy bass, loud mids and highs. I mean, it's not necessarily all bad. They do sound good, but they're not very precise. A lot of times street bangers don't have DSPs and time alignment. It's just left, right stereo, which is, again, fine, but it's just not SQ. Speaking of SQ, category number 2, SQ stands for sound quality. Perfect sound quality, that perfect blend from the subs all the way to the tweeters. The tweeters are not screaming, the subs are not blaring over everything, the mid bass is blended. It's a perfect sound, like a good set of headphones or a good home audio reference system. But if you want to get loud, that's where the SQL comes into place, which is sound quality loud. Sounds a little silly, but that's what it is. Sound quality that's loud. That's what my build is. I have Morel Elate Carbon Pro 93A throughout my car. It's sound quality blended, but I also have my kicker bass knob on my amp, and I could turn it up when I want to get loud. That's the SQL. And then the last category, or the last 2, I guess, would be SPL. But SPL, it's like 2 different categories that overlap, so I guess I put them in 2. SPL that I know of when I was back in my DB drag days are just cars loaded with subs and a couple of mids and highs just to keep up with the subs. But SPL stands for sound pressure levels. All those subs make a lot of sound pressure. But then you have those SPL vehicles that people have where they have a wall of like 50 speakers or more, and you can hear them throughout a football arena. They call that SPL. I think it's an overlap, and I think it's bad because for people who don't know, will think you buy these SPL type speakers here thinking that you're going to get the same type of pressure that you're going to get out of these SPL speakers here. It's not the same. Same thing with sound quality. A lot of times these guys with these street bangers or some SQ or SPL vehicles will say they get good sound quality out of those speakers. I refer to them as clarity speakers, and I made a video about it here. It's just the overlap of information. Not saying these speakers can't sound good, but they're not sound quality speakers. But anyway, those are the 4 or 5 categories that I know to explain the different types of car audio.